All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another week in Hawkeye Pro Wrestling. It is week 2 in May 2020, and it is a special week because it is one of the rare weeks throughout the year that we have an Infamous planned. And I'll run through the whole card probably on a little bit later in the stream once we actually get to Saturday to do that. But at least until then, we still have, of course, our regular weekly television, which, of course, also has the Hawkeye Pro Grand Prix. This week will be Block A, and it'll be week 4. So here is the current standings for Block A. As you can see, Hiromu Takahashi at the top here with 7 points. Taylor Mulligan in second with 6. Shinsuke Nakamura with 5, Beretta with 4, Juice Robinson, Sami Sabe, and Io Shirai all with 3, and Tetsuya Naito at the bottom right now with 1. Of course, we are still only 3 weeks in, so just about anything can change, and we'll see just what happens here. But we only got about 4 weeks left for, I think, both A and B. I think they both managed to get 3 weeks done, so we're just about halfway through with this. So yeah, if people wanna get into the finals, they're gonna have to start winning here pretty quickly. So yeah, like I said, we'll get into Infamous and the match card a little bit later, but at least for right now, we can start in on actually booking. I apologize in advance, by the way, for anyone watching this both live and on YouTube. It's just with the snow and other crap going on with the weather, it's just been drying my nose out badly, so I've been having just feels like maybe not allergy issues, but just issues with my sinuses just for the last couple days. Yeah, it's been not the greatest. Every day now seems to go a little bit slower and a little bit slower. Once you get about 3 years in now, then it just starts taking just a little bit longer each time. There we go. Uh-oh. What happened to Terry Taylor? Oh, okay. He's going to be with NXT. Brian Myers out of shape. Well, that doesn't seem... He's flabby. Oh, yeah, this is from a point where he was already given Das Boot from WWE. Hey, Jack, what's up? I don't think I would need another road agent. Let me see here. 70 and 100. Yeah, I think I already have the equivalent of Terry Taylor somewhere in my rankings. Let's see here. A lot of extensions coming for TV deals. I guess that's to be expected because we're just hitting the Jesus, how long? Let me see here. I think I can see. I don't think it's the law. Oh God, I forget how I can find out how long I've been playing. Is it stats? Yeah, so we're at 3 years now. So yeah, now that we're getting around there, and I'm feeling like that loyalty seems to be going a little bit further up than I'd like it to. I'm gonna start losing my motivational speeches here soon, I feel, and that's not good. Just right at the time when I'm really gonna be using them when we go national at some point. Okay, why is my Google Play Music just keep continually crashing on me today? There you go. Boy, it's just not wanting to go. I can hear it play music, but it is just not. It just doesn't want to function well today. That's great. Let me just restart it. Uh-oh. Hey, Okada, what's up? No college hoops. Probably next time. That'll probably be the next time I fire everything up. Oh my goodness. Hang on. There we go. You just got done with making your prom poster. Interesting. Let me see what is going on here. Global Force and Ring of Honor really want Marty Scurll. Well, all right. Well, have fun with that, boys. Oh man, I just had this play just as I was starting. Is he still Oh, it doesn't say his it doesn't say any of his I wonder what his behaviors are like. Okay, humble, ruthless, optimistic, flaky mercenary. That sounds about right, but let's just delete that. I want to see just to kind of dig into the back end real quick. I want to see if he still has his issues. I can't imagine the fact that he hasn't been probably to any sort of rehab since I dropped him. That he still okay. Well, it's known at least, but now he's down to 35. I think he was somewhere in the 50s probably when he was with me. I'd hate to see what some of my other top guys look like right now, because I know there's a couple of guys. a bit addicted. So I don't know if I want to look and see some of the guys who still are on my roster. Oh yeah, I think I needed to shell out some. Did I need to shell out some money after last week or the previous week? Oh, that's right. Who did Shane job to? The TJPW Maid Cafe collab? I have not seen that. I feel like that would be semi-awkward. I don't know. Who did I have him? Oh, yeah, that's right. I had him lose to Ishii. Okay, yeah. All right. Let's just throw some money at him. He should be a little bit ahead. 13,000. I probably could have. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I gave him his thank you for jobbing bonus. I gave him his thank you for jobbing bonus. Who else am I gonna have to? Oh shit! Yeah, I got some. I'm gonna be throwing more. How close to next size? I'm there actually. I think I'm officially at national, but I have actually maxed myself out. See, if you see, I actually set myself to max out at Colt because I wasn't in a position when I first got there to actually, try to move to national because I knew I wasn't going to have the money for it and I wasn't going to do well. I don't think I'm overtaking WWE anytime soon, but all right, see you later, Derwood. But I'm taking the maximum size off here soon to get myself a better TV deal. I did post on my Twitter, I think it was yesterday, that I was going to be moving both of my shows to Fox because YouTube is great and all, and it gets me like 12 million. Let me see, what was last week's? Or not quite, 9.6, 9.4. I thought we hit 10 million. I guess we hadn't quite hit 10 million, but we're at about 9 million right now. So I wanna hit that 10 million, and trying to get some better TV deals. Let's see, where the hell was I gonna be? It was gonna be in the Northwest, I believe, is where that's at. Heck Edmondson Pavilion. That's where I had said it. 10,000 people who just should sell that out. Fox in before getting canceled mid-contract. I'm fine. I do okay. I mean, I just had like one of my weakest shows, and it was still like an 83. Yeah, an 83 was one of my weakest shows I've had in recent memory, and I think that's still good enough for where I'm at now. Fox, they cancel you in 2 weeks to keep you for 20 years. That's a perfectly... That you know what? That makes a lot of sense. By the way, hey Lex, how's it going? Tucker Carlson make a cameo. You know, I was just gonna say there's a difference between Fox Network and Fox News. All right. Speaking of, let's try to book our matches for Adrenaline here. Let's see, Hawkeye Pro Grand Prix. Oh, right. That one. Yeah, that one we can't do. But we can do... Let's see. Taylor Mulligan. And Tetsuya Naito. There we go. Let's see. Hawkeye Pro GP. There we go. How long should this go? You know what? We'll use it to make... Fox Network under Disney. That's one of the big things that I didn't... That was one of the big reasons why I didn't go to, like, ABC. Because I was like, and I think, like, NBC and CBS were like, oh, yeah, there's, like, really low risk levels. And I knew ABC was the same way because of the Disney thing. I'm like, Then again, with the fact that we actually devote 2 hours a week to women's wrestling, fucking Disney might love us. Let's see here. Naito getting the win. And his first win at the GP. I don't know why I'm looking this up, but I highly doubt that he is... Okay, he does have good psychology. That's an 84. Jesus Christ. Okay. This might be our storytelling match then. Let's do that. Never was I going to be like Bo Dallas, psychology extraordinaire. Is this just something that's happened recently, or? Okay, yeah, kinda. It looks like he's been pretty good, because by the time we got him in, what, January, he was already an 81. Damn. How much has he been improving? Okay, quite a bit. He'll get better. Let's see. Stamina's not quite there. Entertainment. I like how his acting ability took a nice little jump for some reason. And his sex appeal. Oh yeah, I forgot. I made him switch weight classes and thin down a little bit, and his sex appeal went up 4 points. I forgot about that. HPW, the animated series, would be amazing. I know that I've got guys in my roster who would make great anime villains. Let's see. Yeah, why not be an open match? Make it look good for Mulligan here. A little slow build it. Call it in the ring and make it a decisive win. God, what's my main? Oh, yeah, that's going to be my main. I'm sitting here looking at like, this match could actually turn out to be a really good, solid main event if I wanted it to be that. And I'm like, oh, wait, no. My other Grand Prix matches are going to be are about as main event. Where this is very stacked, honestly, because we got Juice Robinson and Sami Sabay. So let's see here. Hawkeye Pro GP. And I wonder if this should be the balls to the wall match. This really should be. I think with the stamina, that should be. Yeah, let's just have them go. Let's just have them go all out for. Let's go for. Well, they both are in the 80s. Let's see, an 89, and then Sammy's an 87. I think if I had them go, probably 15 minutes. I think a solid 15 minutes would work. Who do we got here? Juice. Let's see. Open match. We're going to have them go all out. And decisive win, but we'll make it a flash pinfall. So it's not cheap and cheating, but it's still a roll-up, which is kind of Juice Robinson's forte. And being able to do that to the television champion is probably going to be very helpful. Yeah, not on the line. Sammy is extremely unhappy. Hang on. What's the difference, really? Okay, 67s. Oh, yeah, Sammy's probably like, yeah. I forgot about that. He's been getting up there recently. Man, Juice. I don't want Juice to cheat, so you're just gonna have to live with it. You're gonna have to live with the fact that that's gonna be a thing. All right, main events, and we have got Nakamura and where's he at? Hiromu. All right. Like I said, it's just kind of... I sat here and I'm like, this is actually kind of stacked. Putting a lot of crap out there for free on TV today. And who's winning this one? Nakamura's winning this one. And we got an open match. Slow build it, decisive win. You know what? I think even now I'll just keep the calling it in the ring. God, that's a 90... I forget what Hiromu was at. 81. Yeah, we'll just keep it the way it is. Yeah, 19 minutes. All right. I think we're good at that point. Road Agent. We'll have Mick Foley. Road Agent this one. Christian's. I forget what Christian's. Is at. 71 and 100. I mean, that's... whatever, but Mick Foley's usually my main event guy for that. It's a 97 and a 100. Hey, Revolution, what's up? There we go. So we have, oh man, you know what? That's 61 minutes for 3 matches. I think I could probably just leave it be. Yeah, I think I might do that. Because there should be the 4th match with Beretta and Io, but with Io being injured, shit. I forgot I needed to send her away for like a month because I don't need her until about 6 weeks from now. And I don't want to accidentally use her. I need to remember to send her away. Give her a nice month-long vacation. 61 minutes actually might be fine. I think I can get away with three top quality matches, and not have to jam you know what? Let's just jam a 4th one in there anyway, because hey, we have this thing called the tag team division, and we should probably try to use that. Whoops, that's the wrong way. There we go. All right, let's do. Oh, shit. I know there was probably something I was doing last week. I just want to make sure. Or was it here? Probably not. Let me see what my angles look like for that. All right, Bucks versus Cleanup Crew for Infamous. Okay, so I dealt with that. So I did Young Bucks Cleanup Crew. Team Angle doing that. Deloy, Kira, Chestnuts, we're calling 3K. Okay. Ew, tag wrestling. Let me see here. Oh, you know what? I need to deactivate the Birds of Prey because they're not exactly a tag team anymore. Bucks. Let's do Roppongi 3K. And I feel like putting Day One out there just because, you know what? They haven't... God, when was the last time they were on TV with a match? That might be the saddest part. It was back in February. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, the last time they were actually on TV wrestling. They're the epitome of house show guys. Holy shit. Alright, let's just get them out there. I would like them to get a little bit of experience out there. And he's technically considered a mid-carder. Alpha Jr. is considered a mid-carder. Jesus. He's actually quite up there. Let's just do like like a quick 10-minute match. I think I might put 3K over just so they don't look like total dorks after last weekend. They kind of got the dork spot with interfering in Tozawa's title match, so they should probably walk away with a win. So give it to the Michaels of the of the team, and I'll make it an open match, and let's make it tainted. They do a bit of cheating, so it still isn't the greatest, but I think it'll work. Here we go. And oh man, where should I wedge that in at? I don't know if I want to make that the opener and make the GP matches the big things, or if I want to break up the GP stuff. We'll just do it like this. Alright, 73 minutes. That'll be good. Alright, let me start throwing in my angles. The Michaels of the team. Yeah. I feel like it's a pick show. I feel like that's actually not like the hottest of takes, that Sho Tanaka is considered the better of the two. That's just my personal feeling. I feel like that's not the hottest of takes. Let me see here. When was the last time I used Matt Cage? That's a good point. When was the last time I used Matt Cage? Jesus. His last match was March week 3 when he and Juice beat the American Wolves. Oh my god, what is with this? Hey, Google Play Music, can you like not do this to me today? Especially right when American Males hits. That's when it wants to do this. Yo makes women faint. Yeah, I've used Matt Cage in angles, but as far as matches are concerned, yeah, I feel like outside of Shane Hollister, I've not used a lot of day one guys. And Juice. God damn. It's just been a pain in my ass trying to deal with. Google Play Music. Come on. I'm gonna specifically go back over to American Males just so we can play it. I don't know what is their goddamn issue. Oh, there's the TJPW thing. You know, I'm not surprised that some of them were, instead of maids, like butlers. And it's the usual suspects, by the way, too, that I would be like, yeah, they would be the butlers. And they do well. There we go. Let's see here. All right. I feel kind of bad because Beretta's supposed to have a GP match, and I didn't even put him and Gargano in a tag match. I really should have put them. I really should have put. I should have given Beretta his match. He doesn't. He and Gargano don't get their dues in this. Well, I mean, Gargano's got his side to do too. Here we go. Let's see, freestyle angle. All right, so let's try to build around what we got here. So we've got Roppongi 3K day 1. Do I need? You know what? If we're gonna have them out there, I mean, we might as well have Tozawa and Doi, the show, and Yo. Trying to think here. What would they be coming out here? Beretta was gonna lose to a girl anyway. He should be lucky. All right, let me see here. Entertainment. Let me see. Akira and Doi. Let's see. Lecture R3K to not screw up the match they got for them and show their, I was gonna say loyalty. Is that a good way to put it? All right. Seems like maybe. Let's see here. Yeah, I know. See, that's one of the big reasons why I'm trying to start thinning down my roster. I don't think I mentioned that, but I actually do have an official chopping block now. I have a list of names of people that will most likely get axed within the next like 5 months. So yeah, I've got people to axe now. I've got names. And okay. Show their loyalty and skills. There we go. Show that they aren't just some. They aren't just a couple of traitorous gaijin. I wonder if that's an insult, like a gaijin lover. Would that be? Oh, you love all the foreigners. Akira, I should have put that. I should put Doi and Akira. Doi and Akira accuse Roppongi 3K of being Westaboos. Hang on. I think that would be the thing. Traitor, yeah. Let's see. All right, Mulligan and Naito, race trainer. Yeah, I didn't want it to be that harsh. Then again, I do have Akira Tozawa, the racist, so I guess nothing's really too harsh at that point. All right, Mulligan. Okay, yeah, Mulligan's been on a high here for a little bit, so Mulligan's going to come out and do his thing. In fact, I'm just going to make this a minor because I know he's not going to do the greatest, I think, right now. So, yeah. Shun's fighting for the Dream Gate. Oh, damn. That should be pretty dope. I know he's been getting some pretty high regards, and I haven't seen some of his matches super recently. I think I'm gonna have to do that, mostly because I've been seeing Jack on Twitter basically just gushing over Shun's matches. So, and they have to be pretty good. Mulligan out. Let's see. Tozawa died in your save. Jesus. Let's see. Talks about becoming the next TV champ and how it's his destiny. It's his destiny to be that. Minor success. Move that up there. Did I watch KZ versus Pac? I've seen bits and pieces. I haven't seen the whole match. I've seen bits and pieces. You know what's kind of funny is that after watching the Tombstone, that Tombstone, I just sat there. I just sat there and thought about this exact save where KZ like got a broken neck and had to retire from it. Like KZ, I think it was I was pretty sure it was a broken neck, or it was something. It was like spinal damage or something. I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, oh shit, this game is a seer. It correctly predicted KZ having to get fucking retired for. I mean, he's not actually retired, but yeah, who knows what'll happen. I feel like if Naito's out there, I gotta have something. I'm just kind of looking at what I have here. So, Naito getting the win. Why is First Finger being on again for the 18th time? Stop. Jesus Christ. I get it. Let's see here. Tetsuya Naito. Hiromu. Yeah, let's put all of them out here. The Sombra Sonata and Chris Jericho. All right. Rest of Los. Congrats. Whoops. Congrats, Naito, as he grabs a mic and proclaims. I kind of have it in my head. I just need it. I just needed to hit the keyboard. Let's see. Los will take over the GP. I guess that's a good way of putting it right now. Basically, that was him winning was the first step in Los Ingobernables being able to take over. And considering Hiromu is also in a very good spot as well. Let's not give him the mic. I don't think Sonata's the best of talkers either. So maybe just him, Hiromu, and Jericho. There we go. And we at least get the rest of Los Ingobernables out there for that. Juice Robinson, Sammy Sabay. Should I have... Oh, man. Do I need a Juice Robinson promo or do I need a Sammy Sabay promo? Oh, you know what? One of these guys is defending his title on Saturday, so Sammy's going to come out. And we need Davey and Eddie and Hennigan. All right. Congregation out for Kingston Sermon as he wishes to bless Sammy in his title match on Saturday. We won't even put that title match at Infamous. There you go. I would say 5 minutes. 5 minutes is probably good for that. Him and Sammy will be the ones to talk, and the rest of them can just stand there. And helps kind of put all of them over. Whoops. There we go. What should I do with this? Let's do... Oh, I knew I did something with Sammy, I think, last week, right? What did I do with that? Alright, so Congregation came out. Sammy comforted him. Sammy attacked by Mulligan. I put Mulligan, Jesus. Alright. I feel like Mulligan should come out again, and I think I'm going to do that. So Taylor Mulligan, Sammy, I'll put Father Kingston out there as well. So we'll do it like that. Mulligan's music, music hits. Actually, I've got an idea. All right. Juice celebrates up the ramp. Mulligan out. Sammy and Kingston ready, but Mulligan attacks Juice with... There we go. So the idea is that Juice does his roll up, rolls out of the ring, starts heading to the back, but Taylor Mulligan comes out. He's got his wrench in his hand. It looks like he's gonna maybe, go face to face with Congregation this time rather than attack him from behind like he did last week. But instead, as Juice is kind of hobbling up the ramp, he gets attacked instead. Seems like a better idea. In fact, we'll just not rate it, and then we'll do, he'll sell his match, and then he'll sell the beatdown. So the only real injury risk here is there. That puts him over a little bit, and I guess it's a minor defeat. And I think that's good. Alright, put that there, and then Nakamura Hiromu. I feel like a Nakamura promo is the way to go. But what should he say? How about Nakamura backstage talks about his first year of HPW and sets his sights on the heavyweight title. There we go. Simple enough promo. You can do like 3 minutes, I guess. Simple enough promo where he talks about the fact that he's been here for a year, the success that he's had, and I need a show ender. I've done pretty good with that. I need a good show ender though. Something that probably sets up. All right. Yeah, I think something that sets up for Infamous. And I'm just kind of looking at where I'm at now. And I've had a couple things already, but I might as well put it in there. Hiromu and I guess Taylor Mulligan. Yep. I mean, Sammy's defending his title. Hiromu's there. Taylor Mulligan's there. It only makes sense that he would come out and attack Hiromu. And let's go Naito. Naito can come out for the save. So selling. We'll do overness. And we'll put like Shinsuke Nakamura there. He's not rated, but he was in. Well, I guess not really involved here. Yeah. Here, hang on. I got it. Shinsuke Nakamura. He can sell it. He'll sell his match as well. Nakamura and Hiromu give respect. Handshake. Respects. In Hiromu give respect. Handshake. Mulligan with wrench. Slides in to attack Hiromu. Close. Hang on. There we go. Naito saves. All right. 4 minutes there, and minor defeat, low injury risk. I'd say that's a pretty big success there. Maybe a minor success. A minor success for the respect level. So as he's leaving, that happens. And I think that's a decent enough show ender. Now I can build the little extra bits and pieces. I do need to set up for my actual pay-per-view. That would probably be helpful. So I need a main event for that. And I think that's a big thing I need too. So Brother Ray, Paul Levesque. Oops. Come on. Ray and Levesque discuss. Ray and Levesque discuss the main event of Festival. Ray wants #1 contenders match. So I'd say 4 minutes. Work without a script? Sure, why not? I feel like I could have put more there, but I'll wait for a second. Let's put it up here so we can kind of build throughout the show what we want with that. So Brother Ray, Paul Levesque, and Tama. And I guess entertainment? I always look at this and like, he's not the greatest entertainment wise. I think he's more overness than anything. We'll do that. We'll have Ray talk for him. Ray brings Tama in. To say to here. To tell Levesque he will be in #1 contenders match. Levesque. Wow, I just mishit here because I know I'm gonna need some space. And decide on his guy. Oh my god, I completely screwed up spelling tonight. There we go. All right, so Levesque will find someone to have as well. So Brother Ray kind of has his representative, his cleanup crew guy, and Brother Ray basically says, "Hey, yeah, go ahead, get somebody who can be a representative for you. Why not?" So we'll throw that. We'll throw it up here. And then we need Brother Ray, Alex Reynolds. All right, yeah. Ray alone in his office. Reynolds comes in. Reynolds comes in to confront and tell him he will face Tama at Festival. There we go. Is it? It's, I think, just a big success there. Decent enough success for Reynolds there. Hey, guess what? How many times? I guess I should be finding out how many times I've ran Alex Reynolds versus Tama Tonga in over the course of time here. How many times have I ran this match? Okay, so the last time I ran this officially was at Death Flag 3 months ago, which is fine. And the time before that was, well, that was a triple threat, but that was back in June. And then, so they had their feud last year, and then they had one match in February, and they're kind of doing one more match now, which is fine. Because if I remember right, I'd have to pull up my match cards to see what I made for it. I'm pretty sure this was last year's main event, so it's kind of a rematch, yeah. Reynolds and it was a number one contenders match too. So Reynolds and Tama, I should just use the same one. Be like, I'm not even gonna change it. It's just the same, the same main event 2 years in a row. I think. What the hell else do I need to do here? Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let's go Matt Jackson. Let's do Matt Jackson, Kenny Omega, Robert Roode. There we go. Matt Jackson and Omega attack Rude backstage. Let me see. I'm trying to think how I wanna phrase it. Let's just put, hoping to injure him. Like hoping to really put the boots to him until of course referees would come to separate that. I feel like this should be maybe up. I could put it here-ish. Actually, I think it would make a little bit more sense if it was down this way. Considering it is the cleanup crew and all that, kind of putting that all in its own little contained spot seems like the best idea. And we're at 114 minutes, so I'm thinking we have at least one more. I'm trying to think here. I know there's some stuff I'm completely forgetting about. Let's see. Yeah, we do have a heavyweight champion we should probably be putting out there. That might be a good idea. At least in a backstage segment. How about that? Kushida, Alex Shelley. And let's put Tama. Kushida runs into Shelley. Whoops. Shelley backstage to ask about what he's doing before too long. Tama interrupts. There we go. Just like 3 minutes. You know what? I'll even make it a minor. Let's just do 2. Because they don't like entertainment segments that go like under 3 minutes. They don't even like it 3 minutes. So we'll just do that. And I guess minor successes on that because hey, it gives us a little bit more stuff to do here. Let's go. Let's put it up here, I guess. We'll save that, and I think we still have some space to do other things. We still have the Prince Devitt thing. Ishimori. Yeah, Ishimori was last week. You know what? That should be a post. That should be a post thing. Maybe a post match, because if they're out there, if Monster Max is already out there, Ishimori should probably bring himself somewhere in there. So let's do that. So Taiji Ishimori, Akira Tozawa, Naruki Doi, and Sho and Yo are also out there. Here we go. And let's do Alpha Jr., Cody Hall, and Lowe's there. Defeat. This is technically going to be a fucking junior doing this. Ishimori out. Lays out and already wounded. Day 1. And Akira and Doi. Congrats, R3K, for not being. God. Congrats, R3K. Not being targets. There we go. So, Ishimori lays them out. Ishimori lays out Alpha Jr. and Cody Hall. And then Tozawa and Doi go, congratulations. This wasn't you today. Are you saying smaller sized people can't do anything useful? No. I know you're just trying to rile me up. But the fact is that Ishimori is a fucking like 5'10" junior heavyweight, and doing it to Alpha Jr., who I think is probably like 6'1", 300, and Cody Hall's like 6'9". And there we go. So we'll bring that up. What do I have for Ishimori's gimmick? I feel like this is a neat little gimmick of being a. Oh no, that's Ishii. A ninja. All right, cool. Why did I make him a ninja? Why not? That's why I made him a ninja. He's fast and he's light. That's why he's a ninja. I feel like I could use probably at least one more bit. We need to do something with the Rock and Roll Fight team because they had a bit of a blowout last week. I definitely need something with them. They definitely need to be somewhere. So I feel like that's 5 minutes worth of stuff. I could do 5 minutes worth of something with Devitt, Chris Hero, Pete Dunne, and Adam Cole. There we go. Devitt calls meeting with R&R. He has them air. Let's see. Whoops, I think I spelled that wrong. Grievances. He has some air grievances, and I'm trying to think here. Let's see. Move forward without sap. All right, 5 minutes there. There we go. So he basically takes the hit by any plans for Gargano and Beretta after Grand Prix. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into it, but yeah. There might be some plans. There might be some plans for Grand Prix itself. We'll see what happens. How deep into this shit? There's a lot of angles. I'm trying to think how deep into these matches this should be. Let's just put it towards the beginning. Yeah, there's some stuff there. I just don't want to get into it. And I think that's good. 18 segments, by the way, is usually quite a bit more than I usually do. But I think it's because I've had a lot of 3 and 4 minute segments. All right, I think that's good. 125 minutes. I think everything's pretty okay with that. I hope I didn't forget anything. God, now I'm just hoping I didn't. Let me see here. I forgot what the was that. Was this another thing with Shelly? Probably was. Start using gamer terms. Gargano reload those super kicks. I don't know why I'm imagining Mauro Ranallo saying it too. Like just imagine him calling a Randy Orton match now. It's like, Randy Orton has had a fantastic career. You could say that the Apex Predator has now become an Apex legend. Oh, God. I like Mauro, too. Mauro's great. His pop culture references are something. Oh, come on. How about not? Okay, so I think I've basically discussed what I need to hit on. Dude, the desktop player is just being an asshole today. This is really just a thing. Sorry, 1 second. This is going a little bit worse for me than I've wanted it to be. Can I fucking update this? Is that the problem? Is there like an update to the software? This is insanity that I am just not getting anything working properly. It just keeps kind of crapping out on me. I think literally as soon as I touched it, it crashed again. Jesus Christ. Come on. I really don't want to give up. Maybe if I just don't play that playlist. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's just really crapping out on the playlist. I just switch over to my NBA 2K one. See if that does anything. Their catchphrase is "Rise up." Oh Lord. Okay, yeah, we need to. I wanna go. All right, so here we are. We have sold out the Heck Edmondson Pavilion in somewhere in Washington. I forget. Either way, 10,000 people for Adrenaline here. We start off with Monster Max coming out, and Akira and Doi lecturing Roppongi 3K about the damage that they had caused, not having with their interference causing Akira Tozawa to lose the heavyweight championship, or at least his heavyweight championship match. And he's just telling them, they need to show their loyalty and show their skill set and show that they are competent enough to be a part of Monster Max. And so that gets them the match against Day One, who do okay enough. Oh God! See now, I'm gonna hear that crap now. All right, let's just move past this because I can see. I talk about Show being the Michaels of the team, and then Yo puts on a better match. Fuck. Good enough wrestling, decent enough match. 10 minutes. Roppongi 3K gets the win. Bit of cheating done there, and bang bang boom. There we go. Roppongi 3K gets the win. Taiji Ishimori comes out without saying a word. Afanoi Jr. and Cody Hall, who are already hurt from the match, gets laid out again by Ishimori, and stands across from Roppongi 3K and the rest of Monster Max. And Tozawa and Doi introduce Ishimori and congratulate Roppongi 3K on their success tonight and the fact that they were not the victims and the targets of Ishimori. Basically insinuating that if they had lost, there's a good chance they might have been given Das Boot. For once you say something and get it wrong. now I'm gonna push Show super hard just so he doesn't. I'm gonna make myself right. I'm only wrong right now. Either way, Ishimori once again seems like he's definitely a member of Monster Max. I don't know. He comes out in some sort of ninja gear too. I'm not quite sure what that would be. I don't know if he'd be dressed head to toe in ninja gear or what it would be, but I'm not going to worry too much. We do go back to the back here, as it seems as though Brother Ray and Paul Levesque are definitely going to start working with each other a little bit here, at least reluctantly on Brother Ray's part. And they discuss the main event of Festival because, hey, we're less than 3 weeks away from that, and they don't have a main event. And so they decide after the title match that Kushida had in Japan, they need to have an official number one contenders match. They had it at Festival last year. They'll have it again this year to determine the number one contender going into the Grand Prix final. And we'll discuss competitors soon enough. Kushida, with his championship, runs into Alex Shelley backstage. They seem to share a bit of an awkward moment as Kushida kind of asks him, just what he's doing, what he's thinking. It seems like this isn't the Alex Shelley that Kushida knows. Alex Shelley definitely has sort of a remorseful look on his face, like this isn't what he wants. And Kushida looks like he's kind of talking something to Alex Shelley. But before too much can go on here, Tama Tonga rounds the corner and sort of gets in between Shelley and Kushida as he kind of stands in front of Kushida and kind of shoos him away as he kind of looks at Shelley for having such a what would you say, a positive conversation with him. And we go to hey King, what's up? But we go to the Rock and Roll Fight Team's gym, where Prince Devitt's kind of sporting a bit of a shiner after Bob Sapp punched him. He says he's had a solid week to think about what has happened and what he can do to get this team back on the same wavelength. He has them air out their grievances. Chris Hero doesn't have too many grievances. He would like to see them be able to come together. Adam Cole's grievances are the fact. Adam Cole and Pete Dunne's both grievances both revolve around Devitt's obsession with Bob Sapp and just how well that worked out with Sapp already gone and getting his ass kicked by Lesnar. And Dunn feels like that Devitt should be really putting some stock into him, considering Dunn is the former heavyweight champion and could easily get back into it. So Devitt has decided they're going to move forward without Bob Sapp. He definitely seems to have left, and Devitt will see what he can do to help out the rest of Rock and Roll Fight Team in the future, as he feels like he's lost the plot a little bit. And we get to Taylor Mulligan, who cuts a promo about becoming the next television champion. Of course, on Saturday at Infamous 48, he has the three-way dance with Sami Sabe and Hiromu Takahashi, and says that it's basically been his destiny since he's gotten here to have success and walk away with championship gold. And he'll have his first official opportunity at Infamous 48. Meanwhile, he gets himself a match against Tetsuya Naito, which, goddamn, I feel like Naito really carried him to that. But 88, decent enough, I would say. Very good match that Mulligan definitely got carried to by Naito. And so Grand Prix match, Tetsuya Naito gets the win with a splash. All right, I feel like I need to change that to make sure it's pretty much just the Destino. Either way, Naito gets the win. It's his first official GP win. He's either been the last 3 weeks he's had, I think, 2 draws and a loss. So he's been needing a win badly, and he finally gets it against Mulligan. And this ushers the rest of Los Ingobernables out as they congratulate Naito. And Naito kind of has them huddle around and proclaims that Los Ingobernables is set to take over the Grand Prix. With Naito's win tonight, it's only going to be wins from here on out, as well as Hiromu Takahashi, who also has a chance to get into the Grand Prix final, as we have 2 possible successes going into the finals in about 6 weeks or so. And so we'll see what ends up happening from that. Brother Ray in the back with Paul Levesque in their office. And Ray has brought Tama Tonga into his office this time and proclaims that he has the perfect guy. He's not doing anything right now. He's ripe to get himself a number 1 contendership match. He is a former heavyweight champion. He brings in Tama Tonga and says that he wants him to represent him in the number 1 contendership match. Levesque is none too happy about this, of course, as Brother Ray obviously picked one of his best members of the cleanup crew to represent, to try to get the heavyweight title back in their possession. And so Levesque will decide on a challenger of his choice tonight to take on Tama Tonga at Festival. The congregation comes out, and Father Kingston has a sermon for everybody. It's at least a little bit more. It's a little bit worrisome. You know, he was a bit negative last week, but he's at least trying to be a little bit more positive. As he did have a loss. He did have was worried about both of their successes as well as losing the TV title. But he calls upon the big guy above to bless Sami Sabe in his title match at Infamous on Saturday. As, of course, once again, the 3-way dance with Taylor Mulligan and Hiromu Takahashi, as he also wants Sami blessed for his Grand Prix match tonight for continued success in the Grand Prix. And he faces Juice Robinson, who, once again, it's a fantastic match. I would hardly say Juice got super carried because he still put on an 80, but Sami ends up really helping push the quality here, as Juice gets the win on Sammy via roll-up in about 15 minutes. These guys just go all out, and it seemed to definitely help because both of them got bonuses for going all out. So it would have been an even worse one if I hadn't done that. But 15 minutes of going all out gives Juice Robinson a roll-up victory. And 3 more points on the board for Juice Robinson. He's in a very solid position right now in the Grand Prix. And Juice celebrates up the ramp with his roll-up. Kingston checks on Sammy. And Taylor Mulligan's music hits. He has his monkey wrench in his hand as he's at the ramp. This time it looks like he's going to face Kingston and Sammy face to face, but instead, as Sammy and Kingston seem ready to have a go at him, Mulligan then turns toward Juice, who's kind of getting up the ramp, and Mulligan starts attacking Juice with the monkey wrench, and sort of lays him there until referees come and pull him away. So this time he doesn't attack either one of the congregation members, but he does attack Juice, who is right next to him. Speaking of attacks, Matt Jackson and Kenny Omega seem to have been plotting something. Nick Jackson nowhere to be found right now, but Matt Jackson and Omega find Robert Roode backstage by himself, putting on some tape, and attack him, find whatever weapons they can to just throw at him and hit him with, and leave him laying. They're looking to injure him, as they seem to have been plotting to try to eliminate one of the cleanup crew guys on the road to their match at Infamous on Saturday. Of course, the Young Bucks are going to be facing the cleanup crew for the tag team titles. But hey, if one of their members is injured, not going to help them out very much. So referees get there, and Robert Roode is just under a pile of debris that Matt Jackson and Kenny Omega have thrown on him, and his status seems to be undetermined at the time, as of course the attack just happened. So we'll see the extent of the damage perhaps later. Brother Ray is alone in his office. He's dealing with some work. And as he turns around, Alex Reynolds is staring him right in the face. And Ray seems to be very nervous of Alex Reynolds' presence. He is none too happy to see Alex Reynolds' face at this point. And Reynolds once again getting up in his face to confront him and let him know that Paul Levesque has chosen him to be his representative. And at Festival, if we have that here, we just have the one match. In fact, I think I'm actually going to delete this match because I'm actually going to move this Reina Sadistic Tales match. I'm actually moving this to Infamous. So that one, instead of happening at Festival, it's going to happen at Infamous. So we have 3 matches there for sure. Omega and Matt Jackson. Okay, I was just sitting here as soon as I saw Omega and Matt Jackson commit some murder. I was just sitting here thinking of the Always Sunny theme. My favorite part would be is if it's like as they're like throwing something like very large and big, like just something made of metal and very large, just as they're throwing it mid-throw, that's when it pops up. But nonetheless, we have our main event set, and that is Alex Reynolds versus Tama Tonga. These guys were in the main event last year, also in a number 1 contenders match for the heavyweight title. These guys are going to do it all over again. Let's see. Number 1 contenders. Hawkeye Pro Heavyweight. There we go. So there we go. Reynolds versus Tama. The number 1 contenders match for the Hawkeye Pro Heavyweight Championship. Main eventing in Las Vegas. Shinsuke Nakamura. He is backstage talking about his first year with Hawkeye Pro and what it's been like and the successes that he has had thus far. Of course, just a few weeks into his actual debut, he won the television title. He had a huge feud with Tama. He's been in the Grand Prix, and he looks to continue his success in the Grand Prix that he's had thus far, as after about a year now, Nakamura looks to be setting his sights on the heavyweight championship. So, speaking of which, we go out as he faces Hiromu Takahashi in tonight's main event. 93, Jesus Christ. Look at that. Between a 94 and a 96, they could have easily gotten a 99 if I gave them more than 19 minutes. So we get down to the final 40 seconds of these two guys' match. And Nakamura hits the Bomaye on Hiromu Takahashi and gets the cover on him to get the win and the 3 points in tonight's main event. And Nakamura helps Hiromu to his feet after his win, and he helps him up, and they give he holds out his hand for a handshake as a sign of respect for two competitors. And Hiromu shakes his hand, and Nakamura kind of gives him a nod and climbs out of the ring. And as he does that, Mulligan comes from the crowd somewhere with the monkey wrench and goes to attack Hiromu this time. And as he's kind of laying into him, Naito runs out from backstage to provide the save as Mulligan scampers away, wrench in hand. And I believe that is the show. Strong show, 88. Taylor Mulligan was used too much. Hey, we're trying to get the kid over. We're trying to get Taylor Mulligan over. I feel like I'm definitely gonna like Roman Reigns the shit out of him very soon, if it hasn't already happened. People just like, enough with fucking Taylor Mulligan. My mouth is so dry thanks to just... Oh, this weather sucks. This weather is awful. Someone wants a pay raise. Lufisto wants a pay raise. Sure, it's like $2,000 a month. Why not? 12.99. Prince Devitt says, I like what Pete Dunne is doing in the ring. The kid is only going to get better with time. Hey, finally something positive. Like, hey, not someone coming up to me and be like, this guy is shit. Cut his ass. I'll take at least that. Oh yeah, Birds of Prey need to be inactive. That's definitely one. I think this version of Los Ingobernables can be inactive. I want to see if there's anything else. This version of Justice Legion could probably be inactive. I think pretty much everyone else is fine. Yeah, the Rock and Roll Fight team will stay. Shine, Team Angle. This might be an inactive unit here soon with Nicole Matthews, with how she is so far. I don't know. And you already did that with Hollister. Hollister wasn't pushed this hard, though. I feel like I didn't Roman Reigns Hollister. I feel like people just turned on Hollister because they thought it was funny. But yeah, it's at least helping Mulligan. You know, within just a few months, you know, he's halfway decent. He's still a lower mid card guy, I guess, but You like Mulligan? Well, you know, that's good. All right. How much money have I made? I've made decent. Can't believe Hamada's in prison. Hamada's in prison? What the hell happened there? Let me see here. I don't want to have to give her too much money. I feel like I should. Oh man. Oh right. EO. Hi. Hey, go just leave me. Go leave for like a month. I don't need you around right now. Just go. Just go leave for a month. You'll be fine. Bye. Why is Hamada in prison? What the hell happened there? Speaking of, I feel like just spending my money right now to make sure that these people are at least happy. There you go. Knock that off. I should probably have my heavyweight champion. This is going to cost a little bit more, but I feel like having my heavyweight champion not be irritated is a good idea. And Sammy, Sammy's going to cost me some money too. Yeah, he's still very angry. Why is he so angry? Oh yeah, he's mad about that. Okay, yeah, all right. Let's just throw some serious money at him for that. All right, now he's just annoyed. I just threw like $50,000 of, hey, thanks for. Oh god, this is gonna be even worse. Oh no, she retired everything, serving 18 months. Jesus. All right. Oh, speaking of, maybe it's under production. Yeah, DVD home video, so I should be making some home video money here. I don't know if it shows up. Maybe it's under media. No, media seems to be its own thing. I don't know. Maybe it'll show up at the end of the month. All right. It's time for the women's. Why did we go to Oregon immediately? We were just in Washington. I like how Shane and Tama are both the negative. Why is Tama a negative influence now? Jesus. All right, what happened? Speaking of, all right, Tama gotten a lot of heat with the rest of the locker room, pulling a tasteless rib on everyone backstage. God damn it. I'm thinking a fine or a stern warning. Just fire him. That medium risk. God. I think it's either going to be a fine or a stern one. You know what? Let me look at the disciplinary log. Stern warning. I've given him a stern warning after turning up late, so I'm going to give him a fine. Nothing happened. God damn. All right, Shawn Michaels. He lifted the locker room when he organized and then won a video game tournament. Okay. He got everyone pizza with pineapple on it. That's the tasteless rib. Go to the Northwest. I don't know why they're just like, yeah, let's just do that over here. Here. We'll do the same one here. Heck, Edmondson Pavilion. It wouldn't make sense to go somewhere else 2 nights in a row. Let's do the same building. It's fine. Or we can go somewhere else. Comcast Arena at Everett. That's practically Seattle, I think. I don't know. I'm just pulling this out my ass here. We'll go to a different building. All right. What are our 2 matches? Flair versus Matthews. So we've got our semifinals coming up. Hang on. Okay, Flair, Michaels, Miyu, and Shida. Okay, so you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's just give them some time here. Let's give it 19. Let's see, 88, 81, 81, 83. So yeah, let's do 19. And we'll have Nicole Matthews getting the win, open match, slow build, and we'll even make this our storytelling match. And let's do decisive win. How about that? There we go. And then Miyu versus Shida. Let's see here. 64, 70, 86, 82. We can do 18, I think. Hikaru Shida getting the win. Open match. We'll slow build it and decisive win it. I think that's about what I want to give it right there. Yep, I think we're good with that. I feel like I need another. I feel like I need probably another match, some sort of main event. Let me think here. We have. Okay, so I remember some of the shit that I did last week at Breakout. Matthews, Kaho, Pomp and Circumstance, Justice Legion, HQ, Sadistic Tales had their thing. And Kyrie had their thing. Alright, so I think we could probably pull off a 6-woman. Kyrie's not going to be there, so we can keep her out for a bit. Meanwhile, Dash, Kagetsu, and Hazuki will face... Well, they're not going to be... They'll be wrestling on Saturday, but we'll give them Nakajima, Hamada, and Kaho. There we go. So, whoops. Oedo Tai versus Reyna's. Did we already do this once? No, we didn't. I know we had a 6-woman match at some point recently. Okay, it was Shimmer and Shine. That's what it was. So now they might get one over on the Reynas. Let's see here. I think they could probably go 20. I think they could probably handle it. I think maybe the weakest wrestler might be Hazuki, and she can still at least go in the ring for 20 minutes. So I'll do that. Foley will be in charge. We'll give it to Kagetsu. And open match. Let's go Tainted win. Since it's not Dash winning, maybe there's a little bit of cheating. Plus, it kind of helps the Reynas not be geeked, not made to look like a bunch of nerds heading into their. You know what? Because of that, it should probably be Kaho to take the loss. You don't want our former women's tag team champs to look like complete dorks. I think that's good then. I don't even think I want to slow build it. I think it'll be fine. I think Hamada might be one of the lower stamina, maybe not. Nakajima, no, they're all okay. Yeah, we'll be fine. All right, maybe should I do one more quick match? I feel like I should. We'll do one more quick match, and I'm thinking what I want it to be with is Princess Kimberly having a match. I feel like with either Jess or Cassidy. Let's do Kangaroo Jess. She's used to taking some falls at this point. She hasn't won yet. Speaking of, oh no, I guess she's gotten some. No, wait, hang on. Okay, she has gotten some wins. It's been a while. Yeah, looks like we had that. Back in November, I think, was her last win. Dash and Marty was part of a group. Yes, Degeneration Dash. God, that was quite a while ago. Before Marty learned the joys of getting high on pills. And Dash was just a mere up-and-coming women's wrestler. Now she's one of the top women in the world. And Marty's being fought over by second-tier wrestling organizations who are, I guess are going to take on his addictions. We'll take like 8 minutes. This is 7. How about 7? It's not going to be a great match. It's literally just kind of there to put Kimberly over. I'll make it an open match. I feel like I don't want to be completely unfair to Jess, which, by the way, I feel Kimberly might actually be lower on the popularity scale in the Northwest. She's a 53. And she's a 38. So TNA is good. I mean, Impact Wrestling these days is solid. But we're not talking about Impact Wrestling. It's still good old TNA. So we'll break that up with that. It gave us the 5-star match, Hardy versus Sting. As I was sitting here trying to like actually debate how good Impact Wrestling might be now, I'm like, oh. This is what it actually was. All right, so I think we pretty much have our matches set. Now we just got to throw some angles in there. All right. By the way, it seems like playing the 2K playlist is not breaking my Google Play Music quite like the other playlist was. Maybe I'm just destined to play NBA 2K music throughout everything now. All right. So Princess Kimberly comes out. Let's see here. Princess Kimberly and Dalton Castle. There we go. Then we do Pomp and Circumstance out. And, Tyler probably liked Omega Okada 4. Wasn't that the 2 out of 3 falls match? Because that was good. I feel like, what am I getting shit on about? Now I need to know what I'm getting shit on over. Okay, so Pomp and Circumstance out. Kimberly is appalled that she has to wrestle tonight. Plans on making it quick. Hey, Yelich, how's it going? Alright, let's see here. 4 minutes, I guess. You didn't really like any of them after the second one? Maybe even the first? Yeah, the first was good. Second... Okay, I'm trying to think here. First was obviously Wrestle Kingdom 11. Second was... I think it's one of those things that I will accept for, people who despise that match. I mean, I can see it. I'm not sitting here going like, holy shit, that was the greatest thing ever. Oh my god. But yeah, it's certainly going. Same here. How'd you feel about Switchblade? I feel like Switchblade winning the title was going to happen at some point. I just didn't think so soon. And after getting over the initial shock of it, I'm not unhappy with it. I'm just like, that seems pretty cool. Hey, it gives Bullet Club like that shot of adrenaline that it needs after Elite kind of like, for as popular as Elite are, Bullet Club's actually fucking cool again. And they have a top guy. So I'm for it. Let me see here. So the Kimberly Kangaroo Jess. I feel like if we're gonna do that, let's see, Lufisto. God. Let's see, Kangaroo Cassidy, Kangaroo Jess, Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows, Dalton Castle, and Princess Kimberly. There we go. And why not? We'll do that. And then we'll do... Actually, Jess can sell. Kimberly can sell. Oh, the beginning I thought you thought it was David Starr's theme. I wonder, what is David Starr's theme? I know I've definitely heard it once, but it wasn't this. There we go. And let me see here. Alright, so I think that's pretty much where I want. Alright, Justice Legion confronts Pomp and Circumstance, who are weirded out by their hero costumes, and brush them off as they wish to... I was going to say vanquish them. Yeah, they just brush them off and leave. How about that? The instrument, anything is similar? Okay. One thing that's interesting about this is I feel like I'm going to start throwing more non-NBA because like this original playlist I have was like NBA 2K music, and it came out to like 30 songs. And then I started adding more songs from other like sports related titles. Like this song is from MVP Baseball 2005. I have MVP 2004. A couple from NHL 2K10. Something from 1080 Avalanche. I think I have a couple others from like Aggressive Inline I'm probably going to put in. I think some NASCAR Thunder, a couple of NASCAR Thunder songs. So yeah. Yeah, I think like 4 minutes on that. I guess it kind of puts. I don't know how to put. Does this put anyone over? I don't know. I guess it puts. When it puts everyone over, it puts no one over. Ashley Flair. Let's go Nicole Matthews. Let's do Nicole Matthews in the back with Mercedes Martinez and Madison Eagles and Portia Perez. So Matthews in the back with rest of Shimmer and Shine. She wishes to win this herself, knowing Revolution will cheat. Alright, I won't use the period. Actually, I could probably... You know what? I'll just yeah, actually, yeah, I won't, because I feel like that's way too babyface. So, they plan on getting involved if Revolution cheat. There. Like, yeah, I feel like that was way too babyface. So, let's just be like, yeah, we're gonna get involved. You guys just wait in the wings in case Revolution come out, and they probably will. I feel like I didn't quite put that in here. It was a decisive finish. So, you spent your entire Monday watching Orange Cassidy matches because you have no life, Jesus. I spent my Monday just being tired and sore and everything else. Breaking in the... I worked 10 friggin' hours today. I didn't want to. It started snowing. The thing is when I was supposed to leave, it started snowing. And I was like, oh, good, I got to get the hell out of here. And then they're like, oh, we need you to work 2 more hours. I'm like, can I pass? And they're like, oh, we're pulling passes today. You got to work 2 more hours. I'm like, fuck. So, yeah, it was not fun driving home. I think literally... because I got off the highway to get some food, and I think it took me 45 minutes to get home. And that was just to stop off to get some food too. Like I think doing that would have, I mean, that can account for maybe 10 minutes worth of time, but then there's still like another 15 that it was just a pain in the ass. And it's gonna get real bad overnight, I think, too. Tomorrow's just gonna suck. I'm so glad I don't have to work. Shovel slush for an hour and a half. Ugh. Yeah. I kind of feel bad for my mom because I feel like I had to drive home, but I live on like the opposite side of town. I live like half an hour away. I probably would have gone and helped her, but I just had to make sure I got home in one piece, you know. And I'm like, because if I waited too long, then it was gonna be really bad. Yeah, it was not fun. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna at least. All I'm basically getting at is it was a complete pain in the ass to drive down the interstate today. The interstate, God, how fast was I going? 20, maybe 20. It was just blech. It was not fun. Okay, Ashley Flair, Nicole Matthews. Trying to think. Do I want anything kind of between them? I could probably do that. What if we did Ashley Flair, Becky Knox, Brittany Knight, Nicole Matthews, Madison Eagles, Mercedes Martinez, Portia Perez. Look at that. All right. Revolution, get in Matthews face over cheating. I'll put in quotations because she didn't. Shimmer and Shine out to back up, and I'm trying to think like what's a good word for this. I want to say jaw-jacking, but I feel like that's not like, basically they're coming out to back her up and like get in their face, but there's not going to be any fists thrown. Back her up, which leads to backing off. Lean to backing off. We'll just put that. Why not? Flair will be selling. Matthews will be selling their match. The others will be trying to carry this segment. with their entertainment value. I guess it's a lot of arguing until, you know, the cavalry comes out against Matthew, you know, to help Matthews, and there you go. How much you bet the Revival loses the Raw tag belts in the Mania pre-show to Ryder and Hawkins? That happened. Revival won the. I'm already lost because I took a nap earlier. So my first thought was Revival are the champions. Excuse me. Oh, Curtis Axel's son. I always forget that Curtis Axel's like in his mid-30s. At least. Revival won the tag belts tonight. Oh. I don't know how to feel about that. It's like, that's good for them, but also it just feels hollow. Because it's like, I don't know. I mean, good for them, but also I feel like there's a catch to this. Yeah, it's better than Gable and Rude, I guess, but I could just feel the catch. All right, Paul Heyman, Miyu Yamashita, Mayu Iwatani, and I think we're solid there. Let me think here. Entertainment, and they'll just. There we go. Let's see. Hammer International out. Puts over Miyu and Mayu. Let me see. And gives update on EO's concussion. I think like 5 minutes. Here we go. It's like when almost won the NXT title. It really does feel like one of those things where it's like, okay. All right, Shida winning. Let's see, Hikaru Shida, Nicole Matthews, selling, and then maybe entertainment. Yeah, I'd say maybe a decent success for both of them. As Shida celebrates, Matthews back out alone for the stare down for their match at Infamous. There you go. 4 minutes, I guess. Feels like a long time. A lot of these like little promos that I come up with feel like 60-second promos that I could just kind of throw in there, and it's like ends up being like 4 minutes. I feel like it should be maybe 3 minutes tops. Maybe I should do that. I'll have her sell her match from earlier, and that might help, I guess. Oedo Tai. Let's see. Dash and Kagetsu and Hazuki and Minoru. Who I believe it's not in here, but I believe he's towards the end of his contract. He's coming up in maybe 2 months left, maybe at best. Let me see here. Oedo Tai out. Let's see. They talk taking out Kyrie and Dash's next challenger. We'll just put it out there like that. And should they talk? Probably not a good idea. Maybe Suzuki. The others will just be there and be a part of that. There we go. So we have that. And I know the finishing one, so I'll just put that out there. Dash Chisako, Mick Foley, Kairi Hojo. Foley comes out to chastise. Actually, here we'll do Kagetsu as well. That doesn't feel right. Hang on. Yeah, it is an S. I'm like, that can't be a Z. To chastise Oedo Tai and sets up Kairi. Whoops. Says Kairi will be back soon and will fight Kagetsu at we'll just put festival. And we'll here, how about this? Whoops. Oh my god. And we'll versus Kagetsu at festival. So let's see. Selling. Maybe yeah, entertainment, overness. I think that's probably where it should be. I guess minor success, decent success there. All right. I think that's good. So we're at 106 minutes. I feel like there should be something with the Reinas, man, because they got a tag title match, or no, a number one contendership for the tag title match coming up, and I feel like I also need to make a kayfabe reason for that. So Mick Foley talking to Kana, Azumi, Mio, and James Mitchell. Foley has sadistic tales in his office. He moves the match versus Reinas up to Infamous. There we go. 4 minutes, entertainment. Just all the way around, they get their chance to talk. Perfect. All right. Move this up to somewhere over here. Move this up towards the beginning. Let me see here. We're at 110 minutes. We got Leva Corp we need to maybe discuss. What was Leva Corp doing besides being the champions? We could do that. We could do Neva Bates with Athena and Courtney Rush. Let me see here. Maybe Leva Corp isn't. Maybe it's their time off. I'm trying to think if they should be in the building or not. Maybe not. Let's see. Leva Corp in. I'm trying to think what should they be doing? training? Should they be celebrating? What should they be doing? Let's see. In HQ. So maybe I feel like giving them their own headquarters should also be something. I feel like maybe I've kind of done that, but not so much done that before. All right. Let's see. Leva has put together a party for the other two. Leva plans on them walking out festival. Winning at. Damn. Alright, we'll just put it like that then. That'll be good enough. And I don't know, 5 minutes? 5 minutes as she put together a nice party for the other members. This is kind of her most successful version of like the APA poker games. Oh man, I think I thought of something like that a while ago, and I always just forget stupid things like that. It really should be a thing. just a door on a frame, and that's the Leva Corp. Oh god, I really should do the APA thing. We'll just do that. We'll just pretend that that's where it's at. It's just a door in the arena, but no one mentions it. The best part is we'll make it a little bit more elaborate than like APA is. So there's still like 3 fake walls. You just don't notice that they're like it's just 3 fake walls and then a door with no 4th wall. Yeah, I feel like that'd be the best course of action for them. Like I want it to be built up for a few weeks that they have like this elaborate headquarters. I want it to be built up that there's some elaborate headquarters that Leva Corp has, and then after a few weeks someone just walks in and they're just like, "Where the hell did you come from?" And they're just like, "I was just training like 20 feet away and just wanted to see what the hell you guys were doing." And then it just zooms out and you see that it's just this poorly designed set with a door. And the door has there's no 4th wall to make it a room. It's just a door and the 3 walls. And they're just pointing like away. They're like, "Yeah, the locker rooms are just right over there. We've been wondering what you've been doing for weeks. We didn't know what the hell you've been doing." Oh, I'm just looking at. There's a few people in here that'd be kind of fun to try to bring in for anything. There's no reason to bring any of them in, but I'm just by looking at this. All right, we got Arya Davari, Ashley Massaro, Bill DeMott, Godfather, Corvus. Is that no one that I know? Okay, is it Dan Barry? I feel like I've heard of his name before. David Flair, Hornswoggle. I wonder if there's literally anything. I wonder now. I want to find a reason to use Hornswoggle for something. Now I want to find a reason to have Hornswoggle just running around somewhere, or David Flair. David Flair and his double chins. He's just in the back frantically looking around for Daphne. Better yet, David Flair just shows up and mistakes Courtney Rush for Daphne. Oh, that'd be fantastic. Okay. Now I kind of want to do that. It'd be a reason to use David Flair David Flair is used on national television in 2020 because they want to have the running gag be that David Flair is looking for Daphne and he thinks that Courtney Rush is Daphne. No. I don't know if there's anybody else that would be. Well, how would that be too weird? How would the idea of him mistaking Courtney Rush for that? It's like, hey, they both kind of painted their face. They're both kind of gothic girls. It's fine, right? Oh, speaking of, there's Jazz. That thing used? Oh, that sucks. I feel like Jazz could actually be used for something. I'm just trying to see if there's anybody else that I could use. Oh my god. Oh, well. I'm just gonna... There's a lot of cursed images in here. I don't like all these cursed images. I'm just gonna move away from. Oh my god, I see Sean Hernandez and Sid Vicious at the bottom. All right, I'm gonna stop dealing with that, and I'm gonna see if there's anything else I'm missing. Oh god, oh shit, what? Fuck, where was Mary Dobson? Where did I put Mary Dobson? I feel like I put her with somebody. I feel like she showed up somewhere last week. That's right. Dobson attacked Maki. Isn't that how the angle ended? Did it? I can't remember. I remember there was a pregnancy thing somewhere in there too. Because I remember Miss Hancock walking down to the ring a lot with like a baby carriage. Pretty sure there was a fake pregnancy angle somewhere in there. So it wouldn't shock me because this is deep in the Vince Russo era. That they had that and then it turned out to be his sister. Ric Flair just told David you married your sister. Ha 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 woo. Yeah, that sounds about right. The mighty midget. I don't know why that got me for a second. I was trying to think of a more derogatory, awful term. I don't know why. Alright, so we need to do something with Maki and Reika. And then Mary Oh, you know what? Okay, I've got an idea. Because I've been wanting... I've thought about this. Let's see. Maki... Reika... Excuse... Midget is offensive. You got a good point. The super small person. The mighty midget. and then if he turns heel, he can be the dastardly dwarf. Oh god. Okay, we're just not gonna deal with this. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Yeah, okay. Maki and Reika out to let's see. Call out Dobson. She is on the screen holding Kylie captive. How much room do I have? Not much at all. She's on screen holding Kylie captive. Promo, then screen cuts out. Screen cuts. I'll just put it like that, and then I can discuss it more when it actually happens. Minus, I guess this is definitely a minor defeat at the very least. and maybe a decent success on Dobson's part. Well, it's settled. You're signing Hornswoggle. You have to now. Let me see here. Where should I put this? I'll put this right here. I think that's about it. I think that's about all I have right now. I think Candace will probably just sit in the back, and Kaylee Ray. I mean, Kaylee Ray is a part of the Maki and Reika thing, but she'll sit in the back, as well as Lady Beard, and Candace will sit in the back for a deal too. All right, I think I'm good. I think we're good. Let's run the show. All right, so we start off the show once again sold out Comcast Arena at Everett, and Pomp and Circumstance coming out. And Princess Kimberly is a bit appalled that she has to wrestle tonight. She has to get into the ring and have to roll around the dirty mat. As Dalton Castle kind of confronts her about, or not confronts her, comforts her in her supposed time of need. As he looks to help her get through this as she wrestles tonight. And she wrestles none other than Kangaroo Jess from the Justice Legion, as the Justice Legion looking to get a beat on Pomp and Circumstance here. See if they can nip this in the bud with a win. Not able to happen, though, as Princess Kimberly gets a quick little pinfall over Kangaroo Jess and gets the win. And there you go. And is at that point that the rest of the Justice Legion confront Pomp and Circumstance. They seem a little backed into a corner with the 5 members. They're weirded out by their hero costumes, and they feel like they just seem to be these weirdos in whatever superhero cosplay, and sort of brush them off and waltz on over to the back. And there you go. Do I not have Penelope Ford or Session Moth Martina? There's a pretty good chance that they are not in this mod, because this database is like 3 years old. I don't think they came into enough prominence by that point, but you never know. But either way, they brush him off, and there you go. We move on. Mick Foley talks to Sadistic Tales about their match against the Reinas for the #1 contendership to the women's tag titles. It was originally scheduled to happen at Festival. He's in fact moved it up to Saturday. They now have 2 days to prepare for the Reinas, and they look at it as a bit of a challenge, but Sadistic Tales feels that they can get themselves ready in time to challenge for the titles. I want to make sure, by the way, that was still put in there. Yeah, so we have Reina, Sadistic Tales, Sami Sabay, Taylor Morgan, Roman, Young Bucks, Clean Crew. All right, cool. And then Nicole Matthews is in the back with the rest of Shimmer and Shine. They are discussing getting involved if Revolution cheat. They pretty much consider it a foregone conclusion that Revolution are going to cheat. So they plan to get themselves ready to get in there to help out Nicole here, as she has her semi-finals match. In fact, it'll be the first one, Ashley Flair versus Nicole Matthews, after decent wrestling and a bit of back and forth between them. Nicole Matthews ends up landing the Vancouver maneuver and defeats Ashley Flair, and Nicole Matthews moves on. I guess I could just put it here, as she will be the first participant in the finals for the High Spirits title. The next participant will be determined later on tonight. And this gets Revolution incensed that they were not successful here, and get in her face over cheating. They accuse her of cheating, And as they seem to corner her, ready to do something, the rest of Shimmer and Shine come out. There's a bit of a confrontation between Shimmer and Shine and Revolution, who are now outnumbered after getting in Nicole Matthews' face as they decide to back off and head to the back. They are not happy at the outcome of these matches, and I guess they'll live to fight another day. Leva Bates is in seemingly a headquarters for Leva Corp, as she has put together a party, as she wants to show her gratitude to the other members of Leva Corp, as we any people who've been here for quite a while has known that Leva Corp has had its issues in the beginning with some of the people that used to be in it. Of course, it used to be Leva Bates and Kimberly and Mia Yim and Courtney Rush came in, and there's been a lot of changing of the guards, and Leva Corp seemed to be on shaky ground for the longest time, and tells her that ever since Courtney Rush and Athena got together as a team, this has been the strongest that Leva Corp has been as a unit, and celebrates sort of both their tag title win and their celebration of their success as a unit. A party, I'm imagining one balloon in the middle of a barren room with a lamp in the background. No, I'm imagining she would at least put together something nice looking, you know. I feel like that's what it would be. They'd put together at least something a little bit nice. But yeah, I like the idea of just a single balloon, and the balloon is tied to the lamp, by the way. That'd be the string that the balloon is attached to is like burning from the light. They don't have the budget. Well, they didn't used to have the budget. Now they She spent all the money on the party, and they don't have the actual building to put it in. That's why it's a crap show for that. I don't know. They could maybe it's, you know what? I'll give you this. It's 3 balloons and a cake. You know, she has a little bit of money. She put all of their excess money into this party. They just don't have a building to put it in. They just put up some walls. Either way, Heyman International coming out. It's just a bitchin' party in a room that doesn't exist. Yep, that's exactly what it is. I want to imagine it's like one of those things where it starts like in the room. It starts with like one end of like a party sub, and then it goes like at least a good 10-15 feet down. So it's like a 15-foot party sub. It's just huge. And then at the end is Leva Corp. And like the cake is like a 3-tiered wedding cake. It's just a giant party for 3 people. There's no reason for that. All right, Heyman International are out, and he puts Miyu and Mayu over as what they've been doing, and of course Miyu in the yes, my power levels are low. It's almost 2 a.m, and I still have a pay-per-view to run after this. So puts over Miyu being in the semifinals, and gives an update on Io's concussion, is that she is still at home recovering. It'll be at least a month before she is able to come back, and we'll see what happens there. But either way, Miyu's got her match against Hikaru Shida, which doesn't go the greatest for Miyu, but Hikaru Shida ends up getting the win after Full Metal Muffler. That just, I get it, but also I want to know, is that the Stretch Muffler, just a different name? Either way, Hikaru Shida gets the win and taps out Miyu, and Hikaru Shida will join Nicole Matthews in the finals, which means in 2 days at Infamous 48, we book the match 1-on-1. There we go. Nicole Matthews versus Hikaru Shida. It'll be the finals as the Hawkeye Pro. Whoops. Oh my god. I hope I didn't. I'm just trying to see if I. Whoops. Alright. Because I think I accidentally hit the insert button. I just wanted to make sure. Hawkeye Pro High Spirits Championship will be on the line. We will determine our first champion. Next week they finished a third of the food. About the full... we probably had this discussion about the Full Metal Muffler before. Most likely. So Nicole Matthews, Hikaru Shida, the High Spirits Championship. We will determine our first champion at Infamous in 2 days. Alright. Shida celebrates. Matthews comes back out alone for the stare down. As we have made it official, these two will face off for the title. Maki Ito and Reika Saiki coming out. I'm going to call out Mary Dobson for her attack last week in Japan, and as they're waiting for her, she appears on screen in seemingly some sort of area that you can't really see. It seems darkened. There's a lot of plastic all over. Almost Dexter style, as she seems to have someone tied up to a table, and as she's cutting a promo, she reveals that it's Kevin Kiley attached to the table, as she reveals a series of sharp objects that she has next to the table, and as she's cutting the promo on them, she starts reaching for the tools. And, of course, before anything can be shown, the screen cuts out, and it is just sort of left there. And there we go. Decent enough little thing, I guess. Kevin Kiley is weirdly aroused by all this. Oedo Tai comes out, and Dash and Minoru both discussing taking out Kairi and sort of mocking Kairi's inability to believe that wasn't going to happen. And it talks about Dash's next possible challenger. I feel like this tweet explains your idea for the Daphne David Flair angle. Yet the nerd from the Gaki. Well, also, I guess I should explain, because I realize that not everyone is nearly 30 years old like me and watched WCW at the time. That was I don't know if people know that was the thing in WCW in 2000, that was sort of the big group. Is that David Flair, Daphne, and Crowbar were like a tight-knit group? Like once the Miss Hancock stuff was done, then it was Daphne hanging off of David Flair. It was almost like a really poor man's version of what is it, Joker and Harley Quinn, especially from like the animated series, where David Flair is just being creepy and Daphne's just hanging off of him all the time. I guess I should at least explain that. I forget that not everyone is old like me and watched WCW when it was actually on. So yeah, that's where I got the David Flair Daphne idea from, is from the fact that they actually were like, I don't think they were a couple, but they were an on-screen couple in the dying days of WCW. Hey, Stay Hydrated Bot showing up 2.5 hours in. Thank you so much. Either way, Dash is ready for her next challenger, as they also mock Kairi Hojo. And, oh shit! Oh god! I can't go back. Fuck. Oedo Tai gets the win. I think that was a pretty good match, too. Oedo Tai gets the win over the Reinas, and I clicked it one too many times like an asshole. Oedo Tai gets the win. I think Kagetsu got it in kind of a cheap way over Kaho. Fuck. Looks like an 85. It looks like it was blue. I thought it was in the 90s. I don't remember. I probably, I don't know. With the people who were in the match, I felt like it might have been, well, actually, between Kagetsu and Hazuki, it would probably get dropped down a little bit. We'll see. Either way, after the match, you thought you saw light green. I guess we'll see. Foley comes out, chastises Oedo Tai for their attack on Kairi Hojo, and says that he talked to Kairi and said that she will be back very soon. And she will be back, in fact, in time for Festival, where he is officially booking what looks to be the second official match. So 1v1 as Kairi Hojo will look to get at least a measure of revenge against Kagetsu first. At least take out a member of Oedo Tai. And so it'll be Kairi Hojo versus Kagetsu at Festival. There we go. And that will be the end of the show. All right, you were right. Yeah, it's an 83. I don't even think that was technically a B+. But yeah, 83. 86 total. It's still a B+. I like that. Decent enough. So yeah, I think it went well. Overall, a nice little flow to it, I guess. All right. My mouth is so goddamn dry. I really hope, man. I'm so done with winter at this point. I hate I don't like the snow. Not a big fan of the snow. I don't mind it when it's kind of cold. Like, I don't mind cold. I think it's the snow that's the real pain in my ass. Like, I don't give a shit if it stays 20 for the next month. It's the fact that there's... Wow, really? Violent J is now flabby? What was he before? Change in ownership of WSU. 13.04. Oh, yeah. Speaking of people I'm looking to cut, let's just go ahead and do that now, because I don't really have any use for... I don't think there's any use for Violent J, attorney at law, at this point. It was a good character, but I don't think I need him around anymore. Let's just go ahead and dump him. Oh, Paul Heyman's so excited about that. Before you go ahead, sign Hornswoggle. I'm not signing Hornswoggle. It was a fun bit, but I'm not doing it. Here we go. Oh, no. Oh, shit. That was like a fisherman backdrop. All Japan is dope sometimes, by the way. That's dope. All right. You're signing the devious dwarf. All right. I'm going on. Let me go to Saturday. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. I don't want to move too far without thinking about like what I might be forgetting. If there's anything I'm forgetting. Oh, Gangrel's retiring. And no, he was still wrestling. His stamina's an 18. He's got the stamina of Bob Sapp. Alright, so Violent J's gone. In fact, I think the point of doing what I did also, by the way, was to get rid of Kevin Kiley. I didn't mind Kiley, but I don't think I have any more use for him. 71,000 to cut him. I mean, that's not... I mean, he does a good enough job, but yeah, I think I'll just... He's an okay wrestler, but I'm not going to use him as a wrestler. I have no use for Kevin Kiley as a wrestler. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Vampire Warrior who's fanging and banging. All right. So guess what? We're starting to chip away at the chopping block here. Violent J is gone. Kylie's gone. All right, we're getting there. In HPW canon, Kevin Kiley was brutally murdered. Basically, in HPW canon, Mary Dobson just committed a murder. That was the way to write off Kevin Kiley. He just got murdered. All right, I guess I'll go to Saturday, 24-hour stream. That's why I'm just trying to get this done. It's almost 2.5 hours here, and then the good news is Infamous is a 2-hour show. It's a 2-hour show, and I pretty much have all the matches booked. I just got to book all around the other crap. It should be fine. I'll be fine. Unread emails? Sure. Let's take a look. What do we got here? Marty Scurll has signed with TNA. Okay. Best of luck. And by that I mean to TNA. Uh-oh. Dragon Gate is going to have Takayama against Killer Elite Squad. Huh. That's a thing. I forget what. Okay, is it Yamato and Shingo Takagi? Okay. It's the wrong Yamato. Yamato and Shingo versus Killer Elite Squad. Interesting. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Doesn't seem like there's anything else. Dragon Gate. Extend the contract. Oh, shit. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. Should it be Rusev Day? This is like my one shot at potentially bringing him in. I don't know. Painkiller Poppin' Playboy. Oh, look. Evie's the women's. Oh, no. Nikki Storm beat Evie. Okay, good. Oh, and Taichi's in Dragon Gate, and he's going head-to-head with Pesa. Okay, sure. Whatever. Either way, I'm going to just save that there, and I'm going to take just a quick break, get me something to drink, and, yeah. Get myself something to drink before I book Infamous, and I'll be right back for you guys on the stream, but for you guys on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch. The next video that you see will be Infamous 48. A lot of big matches for that. Hope you guys watch. So thank you.